Alright, so welcome to this video. In this video, you will learn how you can manage Microsoft Dynamics 365 environment. So you will learn the sign up process, users, subscriptions, cancellations, everything we will discuss in this video. So let's start with this. So let's first see how can you sign up and cancel subscriptions for Microsoft Dynamics 365. First thing, you get 30-day free trial. So you don't have to pay anything. You can try the software for 30 days. Okay. And you don't have to enter in your credit card details as well. So there's no need of entering the credit card details or anything related to PayPal or payment details. You can use 30 days for free without any commitments. And once you feel that Dynamics 365 is the solution for you, you can convert the free trial into the paid subscription anytime you want, right? And the best part is you can cancel anytime, but make sure that you read Dynamics 365 agreements before purchasing, because if you are signing up for an annual contract, then there might be some cancellation fee applicable. Okay, if you are in trial, you don't have to worry because you're not paying anything. You're just using it for free just to try and see if it works for you. If you have taken the annual subscription, it means you have paid annually, then the cancellation fee may be applicable. So you consider that reading Dynamics 365 agreement before you can purchase, and make sure that you know what you're signing up for, right? And once you sign up for Dynamics 365, whether it's trial or paid, you get access to Office 365 Admin Center. So Office 365 Admin Center is where you actually manage all the users, licensing. You can purchase resources, additional things in that. So we'll talk about that. And Office 365 subscription is not required for Dynamics 365. So if you are not using Office 365 subscriptions like Office Word, Excel, and other Office 365 products, then that's okay. You don't need the subscription. You just need access to Office 365 Admin Center, which you get once you sign up for Dynamics 365. Right? So Office 365 subscription is not required for Dynamics 365. So let me just show you the step-by-step process to sign up on Dynamics 365. Alright, so here I am in Dynamics 365 trial page. You can click on the link just below this video to go to that trial link, or you can just enter in the browser trials.dynamics.com. Okay, so when you want to start the trial, you need to make sure that you choose either one of them, like sales, customer service, field service, and project service, because these are part of CRM, part of Dynamics 365. If you choose any other, this goes into enterprise plan, right, where the trial is not available. So you want to choose any one of these. So let's start with the sales. We can just select sales, and in below you have option to enter your work email and your phone number. Now I don't want you to sign up here because you will be using it for the development purpose or trial purpose. Then you need to click on here, sign up here. Okay, so click sign up here, and it asks, are you a partner or Microsoft employee? And there's an optimized experience for them. No, if you are not part of a Microsoft partner, or if you're not a Microsoft employee, then you can just say continue, no, continue signing up. Okay, so when you click on this, it will take you to a sign up page. So here it is, we are in the sign up page, and here you need to choose your country. So please note that once you choose your country, you cannot change. So if you want to know why you cannot change this, you can just click on this link, and it says that we use your regional information to deliver the right services. Okay, so you don't want to get the services which is not available in your service in your region, and later you may end up facing problems. So make sure that you choose your right country. So I'm going to choose India, and then I'm going to enter my details. Now here you need to enter your business email address, and then you enter your business phone number. Then you enter your company name. So you can either use your own name or your company name, and the language you need to choose. So for India, it's Hindi and English are available, so I'll use in English. And then organization size, I'll just choose 1 person, and then I click next. And then I need to create the user. So I'll just create the user as Abhay, and here I need to choose the instance. Okay, what will be my organization name? So your company name. So I'm going to use it same as my email address. and the domain, and you should see a checkbox like this so that this instance is available, and then you can create a password. So I'm just gonna enter the password here, and then you can choose to get connected by Microsoft using phone or email. I'm not looking to get connected, and I'll just click on create my account. And then you need to prove you are not a robot. Of course you are not a robot, but you need to enter your phone number for the verification purpose. So you need to select here the country code for which you belong to. So I'm going to select my country here, and I'm going to enter my phone number. So here you have two options. One is either you can receive a text message for verification, or you can choose to call me. So when you choose call me, they are going to give you a call on the mobile phone, and they will give you the digits that you need to enter in the next screen. Or if you put text me, then they will send you an SMS, and that SMS you need to enter as the verification code. So I'll just choose text me. I have entered my number, and I'll just click text me. Now it asks for the verification code, so I'll just check my phone. I got the verification code. I'm just gonna enter it here. Okay, so I have entered the verification code, and I'll just click next. And now it is setting up the details for me. Right, so that's the only thing you need to do to sign up for Dynamics 365. Make sure you copy this page. It's called portal.office.com. It's very easy to remember as well, but you might want to copy this, and you might want to copy the user ID. Okay, so sign in page and user ID, make sure you copy in the text notepad, and once you have this, then you just need to go to portal.office.com and enter your ID and password, and you will be able to access to Office 365 Admin Center, and from there you can log into Dynamics 365. So it is complete. Now it asks me to set up. Now this is the sign up on Office portal. Now I need to set up Dynamics 365, right? So I'll just click on setup. And now I need to choose that what other services I would need for the trial. So what I do is I choose all of these because I don't want to make changes later. So I'll just choose all of these and make sure that the currency is right. So your currency is INR currently for me because I have chosen India. You can also change the currency if you want, right? You can change that. You can change that, but Microsoft suggests the best currency that is available for you in that country, right? So I'm just gonna use it the same, and I'll just click on complete setup. So now it may take some time for setting up Dynamics 365, and once it is done, you will see Dynamics 365 appear, and you can start using and start learning. So let's give it some time. Alright, so now you can see that Dynamics 365 is open, and you can see it's a trial version, so it asks you immediately to sign up for the paid version you can buy now. But you don't have to do this now because you will have 30 days to learn and practice on the application, right? And you get full featured application, so you will be able to learn exactly what is available inside Dynamics 365, right? So this is how you can sign up for Dynamics 365, and once you sign up, you can start learning and you can start practicing. So that's it for this section. Let's move to the next step. Alright, so now you have seen the sign up process. Let's move to the next step. The next step is to manage users and security roles. Okay, so let's see how can you manage add users, how can you assign licenses, and how can you manage security roles. So you can add users in Office 365 Admin Center. Now in the previous versions of Dynamics 365 or Dynamics CRM on-premise version, you need to create them in Active Directory, and then you need to manually add that in Dynamics CRM or 365, right? So in this case, in the Dynamics 365 online version, you don't have to manually add user in Dynamics 365. All you need to do is you need to add users in Office 365 Admin Center, and you can manage your subscriptions also in Office 365. And also you can assign administrative rights in Office 365 Admin Center for that particular user. Okay, so administrator rights, it means what activities the person can do inside Office 365 Admin Center, right? So there's a difference between Dynamics 365 subscription and administrative rights in Office 365 Admin Center, right? And what you need to do to add the user in Dynamics 365 is you just assign a Dynamics 365 license in Office 365 Admin Center, and as soon as it's assigned, the user is automatically synchronized to Dynamics 365 users. So it means it will automatically create a user, and you don't have to manually enter or add that user in Dynamics 365. Okay, so the user is created in Office 365, you assign the Dynamics 365 license, and it will synchronize automatically and creates a user automatically in Dynamics 365. And then you need to assign at least one security role for the user to start using Dynamics 365. If you do not assign any security role, then user will not be able to access Dynamics 365 application. The user is still there, but the user doesn't have any privileges, any access on Dynamics 365. So I'll show you how it works. So let's see how you can add users and manage subscription in Dynamics 365 and Office Admin Center. Okay, so now I am here in Dynamics 365. So let me open the Office Admin Center. For that, you need to go to portal.office.com, and this is the Office portal, right? So what you need to do, you need to go to admin. So this is the Office Admin Center where you manage subscriptions, users, billing, everything in this place, right? So let's see how can you add users. So I'll go to users. You can directly do it from add a user from here, or you can go to users and click on active users, and here you can add. So I'll just go to home, and here I'm going to add a user. But before that, let me show you that a specific user is not available in Dynamics 365. So I'll just go here. So let's go to the security. I'll just click on this settings and security and click on users. So here you can see I have just Abhay Sharma. This is created by the system, so we can just ignore this, and you can see there's only one enabled user. So now we are going to create another user in Office Center, so Admin Center. So just click add a new user, add a user, and here you need to enter. I'll just give it a name, new user, and the roles is like same, I don't have to do anything, and the product licenses, it's Dynamics 365, right? And it's available. I can choose the password auto generate, or I'll just choose that let me create the password. Okay, and you can enter other information if required, right? And I just click add user. So the new user is created now, and you can also send the password in an email to that person, right? So a user is created in Office 365, and also it should be synchronized in Dynamics 365. So let's see here. I'm just going to refresh it. It might take some time, so let's wait for a few minutes to synchronize. Okay, so let's try to refresh now, and you can see that a new user is created. So this new user will not have any roles, so let's select the user, okay, and click manage roles. So by default it has few roles like service, sales, enterprise, app access, project service, automation, app access, and field service, app access, and customer service, app access. So only the app access is there, which is a mobile app, and it doesn't have any other access. So if you try to log in, it is not going to be able to log in. So let me just do that. Let me just show you. Enter the user and the password. Let's try again, and it is logged in. Now you can see that it has insufficient permission to access the records, right? So it means that the security role has not been assigned. So what we'll do now, I'm going to close this, and I'm going to log into the admin center and assign it a security role. So I've closed down the application because there was some maybe the sessions were logged. So now I've logged into the session again with the administrator. I will go to now settings and then security, users, and there I will select the new user and click on manage roles. Now for now I will just give this user a system administrator role, but in actuals you will give it a user access which is relevant to the role, right? So I'll just click OK and the role has been given. So now let's try to log in. So I'm just going to copy the URL, close this and reopen again, and this time I will use new user and the password. Click sign in. And click yes if you want to stay signed in. And now you can see that Dynamics 365 is open because the user has access, right? Because you assigned the security roles. So this way you can add users in Dynamics 365 and you can assign security roles for them to access. So let's move to the next one. Okay, so now you have seen how can you add users in Office 365 Admin Center and how can you manage subscription within Dynamics 365 and Office Admin Center. So now let's see Office Administrative Access, Office 365 Administrative Access. So the Office 365 Administrative Access is only for managing subscriptions. Okay, so you can manage Office subscription, Dynamics 365 subscription, you can assign licenses and other things you can do. So these are different administrative roles. Number one, user. It means the user has no administrative access. So the user which we have created recently, new user, will not have any access to administrative sections. Okay, because we have not assigned any role to it. The next one is global administrator. So in Office 365 Admin Center, you can choose the global administrator where it allows that user to work as same as administrator who has signed up Dynamics 365, right? So you will have the user with the global administrator role have all the access that an administrator has. Okay, and also you have other customized administrative roles which are 7 options available. You can choose and give any specific role to that user. So let's see what are the different options available and how it works. So I've logged into Office Dynamics 365 with the same admin user. Okay, so I'm going to open now portal.office.com. Here it is. So I'll just click on admin now, and on the admin center you can manage and give administrative privileges to users. So for that you just need to click on edit a user. So here we have like new user. I'm just gonna click that, and here you can see that roles, it has user no admin access. So I'll just click on edit. So you have 3 options as we have talked about: user, no administrative access, global administrator, and customized administrator, right? So we'll just choose global administrator. As soon as you do that and save it, the new user will also have access to this admin center, and this user will be able to perform all the operations that I am currently doing, right? So it makes the global administrator, it means all the access, there is no restriction for that user. The next is customized administrator, where you have many services. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, now it's been increased, so there are about 10 services. So you just want to make it a billing administrator. It means the person will be able to manage billing, cards, subscriptions, everything, right? You also have Dynamics 365 service administrator, exchange administrator, password administrator, Skype for business administrator, Power BI service administrator, report reader only, or now these reports are not Dynamics 365 reports, these are Office 365 reports. Then service administrator, SharePoint administrator, okay, and user management admin. So these are different customized roles available, and you can choose one or more and give the access. And if you want to give user entire access without any restrictions, you can choose global administrator. So I'm just gonna choose, for example, customized administrator, and I will give them option for billing administrator or and password administrator. That's just for the example, and let's click save. It has been closed, and now I'm going to log in with that user and let's see how it works. So I'm going to log in now with that user. And now it is signed in with the new user, and you can see that admin is available here. So just click on admin. Now it says you do not have permission. So let's try again. It might take some time to set up the permissions. So I'll just click on admin again from the new user. And here you can see that in the main one you can see that option was there to add a new user, edit a new user, but in this you have only the reset a password. So when you click reset a password, the user will be able to reset their password as well as other user password, but not the administrator password. Okay, so that's very important. You can select the one and you can click select, and then you can auto generate or you can manually create the password, and you can ask user to manually change it later. So let's try to set up and change administrator password and click reset. It says you do not have appropriate permissions to reset user's password, because for this user, this is administrator, you cannot do that. Let's try to reset some other user and click reset, and you can see that password is reset for that user. So password administrators can do that. Similarly, you can assign different roles. Also, there was a billing administrator we have given, so the person can see billing information here. Okay, so it shows like what is the plan, how many users are there, and the person can manage to add a partner and cancel the trial. So if you want to cancel the trial in Dynamics 365, you can just click cancel trial, and it will ask you to cancel. There will be some information they will ask, and then you can confirm cancellation. For me, I will not confirm the cancellation now, and this is the way you can manage, right? So this is how the information is managed. This is how the administrative privileges have been given to the users. As per the company's requirement, you can choose to give them. Alright, so now you know that how can you manage administrative access in Office 365 Admin Center. Let's move to the next one. Let's talk about single sign-on and AD sync with ADFS. So single sign-on is required. It means that you don't have to manually log in multiple times to multiple applications. Like once you have logged into one application, or once you have logged into Windows, your operating system, your machine, you will not enter the password again to access Dynamics 365, right? So that's just called single sign-on. It means you don't have to manually enter passwords for different applications which are in the same domain. So we need to configure single sign-on if the scenario is like there's Office 365 users and the Active Directory users are different. It means a company is using on-premise version of their Active Directory. They are maintaining all the users there, and there is Office 365 users are created for managing Dynamics 365 and using Dynamics 365. Now for that the administrators need to manage two accounts, right? It means they need to manage their internal Active Directory users, their permissions, security, as well as Office 365 users and their permissions and security, right? So to reduce the administration effort, you can sync the Azure Active Directory with your internal on-premise Active Directory, right? So for that, you need to configure ADFS, Active Directory Federation Services, for enabling SSO, which is single sign-on, right? So it's a very important topic again. So if you want to implement single sign-on where the company has internal Active Directory and Office 365, then you need to enable and configure Active Directory Federation Services, which is ADFS, right? So after you implement SSO, you will have single account that is used to log in Dynamics 365 as well as internal applications, and there is no need to remember two account details, and it will have seamless access to Dynamics 365, right? And of course there will be a single point to administer users and security. You don't have to go to multiple places to manage security. So you can click on the link below. Just below this video you will find a step-by-step instructions. So there is a link given of the website where you can find the step-by-step process to configure a single sign-on and AD sync with ADFS, right? So this way the single sign-on can prevent a lot of administration, like it can reduce a lot of administration effort and allow users to access all the applications with just one login, right? So this is how the single sign-on works. So I hope you get the idea on how can we manage Dynamics 365. We have talked about users, we have talked about subscriptions, we have talked about administration of Office 365. We have seen how can you add users, how can you assign resources and security roles. We've also seen how can you enable single sign-on, right? So these are very important topics you should understand, because you might get some questions from these topics, right? So that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video tutorial.